Good morning, everybody. On a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday morning. It's going to be like 30 degrees out. Unfortunately, we had a drenching rain yesterday, and nobody can take power carts out today. So, and of course, it's a bit wet, but it's certainly nice to be nice and warm weather. I feel so good. We had a good week. The PGA Championship was on this weekend, and I believe we had a pool going, and I believe we had a winner, an exciting PGA Championship. That was a nice putt.
A lot of birdies.
A lot of birdies.
My gosh, yeah.
Yeah, I sunk at. I said, what was that? About a 10-foot putt he sunk on number Shoffley on number 18 to win it.
Side door.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about putting in future instruction on how to put pressure on yourself. I can't think of any more pressure than that one. That's a 10-footer for what, millions of dollars. So that's pressure, and he did it. So good for him. So we have some pool results winners.
We do, yeah. So this was our second majors pool that we've run this year. So we had our Masters pool back in April. Very exciting for the PGA Championship. We had about 50 members sign up for the pool, which is great turnout. And we actually ended up with a three-way tie for first place.
Wow.
Now, a little tidbit, not one of the people actually picked Xander in their pool.
Yeah.
But, everyone was picking,
Scotty
and all the other people's, right? So anyway, so Xander wasn't in there, unfortunately. He did play amazing, though, and I've been cheering for Xander for years and years to finally win his first major. He did. He rolled in that tough putt. Looked like it was going to lip out, and it went right into the bottom of the cup. So,
well, he didn't get arrested on the way to the course, so it's easy for him to win.
Yeah, my guy was in jail, just so you know.
He wasn't wearing orange on Sunday. Yeah. So we had a three-way tie for first place. When it comes to first place, we do a tiebreaker for the overall winner. So amongst the three people who were tied, Lori Ridgway ended up winning the pool. Her tiebreaker was at -15. Runner-up, Dale Riddell, and also runner-up, Jesse Ross. So congratulations to those three people for their great picks. We are paying out the top 10% of the field, so that means there's going to be 5 in ties who are paid out. So coming in fourth place, we have Ann Dorkin, and then tied for fifth, we have Yvonne Dallaire and Andrew Buzza. So they're all going to get a bit of a payout for golf shop credit, but congratulations, well picked, and can't wait till the next major pool.
That's wonderful. Dale did, he said he had some good picks there. Listen, I want to talk a bit about the capital projects right now, specifically on numbers 3 and 4. Let's talk about number 4 first. There's mounding on the left side. I'm assuming, and because it's not marked yet, that anything hit over onto that mound is out of bounds. Not out of bounds, sorry, out of play, right? And we get a drop from there. Is that correct?
That's correct, and this question has come up. It is deemed ground under repair. So the mound on the left side of 4, where all the construction was the leftover, like we're building a nice mound there, it is currently ground under repair. So if your ball lands in that area, you are entitled to relief. Nearest point of relief, no closer to the hole. So be aware of where your relief might be. It might not necessarily be on the side of the fairway, but you do get relief from that area.
And I know you talked to Joel. What's he going to be doing with that mounding?
Yeah, so we're doing some contour. It's going to look a little bit more natural. It's fairly rugged, obviously, right now. The contractor's going to come back and do some nice contouring, so that'll blend in with the fairway contours, and then it'll be seeded and look a little bit closer to the fresh seed that's closer to number 3. So, okay, so that is coming later this year.
So yeah, so it should be ready for the mid-amateur to look kind of decent for them. So that's good. Yeah. So let's talk about number 3. There's we had a little discussion about this morning because the news isn't good, folks. There is burlap around number 3 pond.
But it looks beautiful, John.
It does look beautiful. It does look beautiful, but it's like it's like a trap in there. Don't get fooled by the beauty of it, because tell us what happens when your ball lands on the burlap. You can give the bad news.
Oh, great. Thanks, John. Yeah, give me all the... So as the new grass is growing in, so Joel has put burlap all around the pond. That is considered in the penalty area. You cannot play that ball. So we have a rule in place because it's fresh and we don't want anything to be disturbing that area. You can take your ball out, but it is a penalty, an automatic penalty. You have to take a penalty shot for that. So, sorry everyone. It's for the sake of the golf course. We can't have people playing out of there.
2 club lengths, no closer to the hole. Just so you know. Yeah, bad news on that one. But and when the burlap is gone, or when we deem it, until you hear otherwise, it's a penalty. They'll come out with another announcement. You can play a ball in a penalty area normally, but in this case you can't. And so when that burlap is done, then you can play it again. Let's see. We started our series on local rules last week, and Nolan Reynolds did a great job explaining the out of bounds in number 1. And Nolan's going to come back and tell us about the out of bounds on number 14. Let's listen to him now. Now, everybody, I'm here with Nolan Reynolds. We're here on the 14th tee. We're talking about some of the local rules today, Nolan, and there's one here that for a long time has been kind of misunderstood. Not so much from the tee box, but we're going to set up a situation and show you how to play this hole correctly, just to make sure that people that are new to the course understand. So, Nolan, I hit my tee shot. I squib it out to the right here. It hits a tree and it bounced on the 13th fairway. What's the situation?
So the ruling there, John, is we're going to be deemed out of bounds. We do have a white stake set up on the right side of this hole. And if ever we're going on to that hole to the right of us, I believe that's hole 13. 13. So if we're on hole 13 at all, that's going to be deemed out of bounds, and we're going to have to re-tee. If you're unsure after it hit the tree, that's when you're going to want to play a provisional, announce to your group that you're doing that, and then you can take your shot from there, laying 3.
Great. Okay, we're going to go down the fairway a bit because there's another situation that occurs on this hole that I don't think people are familiar with. We'll be right back. Okay, Nolan, I'm having a bad day. I hit my first shot safely. It was not a bad shot. It was in the go zone. You could go over that corner of that pond right over there and put it in play. Oh, or you can do what I did and hit it over to the right, and I'm on 13. So it's not quite clear what happens now. We're going to go over and take a look at the 2 options or 2 things that could happen in a second here. Okay, so we have to see where the ball is, because there is a situation where you might be okay, you might not be. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, let's take a look. Let's see where the ball is and see where the line is, where it says you're okay if you're on this side, or you're not okay wherever your ball lands. Okay, Nolan, we're back here on the 13th, and we're right near the end of the pond on the 13th hole, and there is a stake here. It looks red with white speckles on it, but it's actually a white stake. It's an out of bounds stake. So my ball landed on this side of this stake. What are my options? Come on in.
So if our ball is landing short of the white stake, so back here, we are still deemed out of bounds, unfortunately. So your options there are, 1, you should have maybe hit a provisional from your last shot if you were expecting it to be in this problem. But the other thing is you would have to go back and hit from where your last shot was and take the penalty. Now, that being said, if my ball ends up just past it, on the left side of it, my ball is still in bounds, and I can still play this shot. Although it's a tricky one through the trees, I should still be able to play it towards the green safely with no penalty strokes.
Great. So that seems to say it. Now, the local rule does say it has to go past the end of the pond. This is the end of the pond here. This is, I guess, the mark that they said is the end of the pond. Some people might interpret it being over there. So I don't know if they're going to relocate that stake, but that's what the rule says. But definitely, if you're on this side of this pond and you're on this side of the stake, you are OB. Okay. Thank you very much, Nolan. And we have some work to do on 14. There's some stakes there that aren't really that well defined, and so hopefully we'll be able to get those up. It only really happens, there's only a real issue if you hit your second shot over the pond onto the 13th fairway and it doesn't go past the pond. That's where really, that's where that issue will rear its ugly head. That's a rare situation, but we've done it. Tyler, you've been magnificent. I mean, Mother's Day, 25% off. And then I said, okay, that's it for a while. Tyler, he can put it to rest. Then last week, outdoes himself, sidewalk sale, everything on sale. Really good price. I would have bought the shirt, but it was too small. Just too small. So I said, Tyler, take it easy this week. Take a break, and I got to give him a break. But he's still got something for you.
Thanks, John. There's always something brewing in the kitchen, right? So this week we just launched. You might see some posters in the locker rooms. It's a Titleist promotion. So Titleist has given us a limited supply of Titleist ball markers and Sharpies. So for anyone who buys 24 golf balls of any maker brand or any style of Titleist golf balls, you'll get a nice little case. It has a beautiful Titleist little ball marker in there and a Sharpie to mark your golf ball. So it's a nice little promo we're running until supplies last, and take advantage. We have lots of golf balls, and we're happy to sell them to you. Yeah.
And don't forget, you get so many value-added things. Like free fitting when you buy a putter or any club. That's included, and included by a pro, not the guy who's making the clubs. It's included from a pro, so the guy knows what your swing looks like and stuff. So it's very important that you do support our own golf shop. This morning I had the opportunity to work with Tyler on the 5 most common mistakes that golfers make, and I'll let the video explain itself. We're going to do the first one today, a little intro on the first one. Let's listen to it now. Hey, good morning. I'm here with Tyler Fitzgerald, and Tyler, we're over the years, Tyler, you've been a pro for quite a while. You must have taught thousands of players, seen thousands of swings. Is that correct?
I have, John. I've been a golf pro for 20 years now, and ever since I started teaching and giving instructions, I've seen it all. Okay. Let's just put it that way. I've seen it all. I love to teach. I love to help give advice with golf swings, and over the years, certainly, everyone has their own unique habits, and I've been very fortunate to help a lot of people cure a lot of those swing faults.
So today I've challenged Tyler. I said, Tyler, I want you, of all the golf swings you've seen, categorize them into the 5 most common faults we as amateurs have. I mean, I probably have about 30 of them, but 5 of the most ones you've seen. So this series, for the next 5 weeks with Tyler, will focus on each of those faults. So, Tyler, fault number 1, the most common fault you see from most golfers.
John, the thing I see most when I'm teaching golfers, and we got to think, well, what's the most common miss with a shot? And it's typically the slice. 90% of golfers slice the ball, and then we have to say, well, what's causing the slice? And through my experience, a lot of times it's swinging over the top. It's casting the club over the top of your swing, which then cuts across your ball, which then causes the curve to the right.
Okay, so let's go ahead, and I'll do it down the line so you can see both down the line and head on.
Okay, so what I see a lot here is on golfers' backswings, people tend to pull the club in way too much to the inside. They're trying to rotate, but what's happening is they're rotating and they're bringing the club way into the inside. They go in, and then they go over. They go in, and then the hands come over, and then they slice the ball.
Hey, that looks like my shot.
See, it's even hard for me to do it. But what we want to try and do, though, is instead of coming so much from the inside, a little straighter back, up, and then that allows you to drop it down and swing down your target line.
Okay. So when you say drop it down, is there a key you use to drop it to? Like, I hear that term a lot. What do you mean drop it down? Where are your hands at that point?
We get the club up here. We want to feel that our elbow is coming down to our hip.
Okay.
We want to drop the club down as we're turning and through. That's going to keep the club from coming from the inside.
Tyler, thank you very much for that. That was very, very good. I really learned a lot, and it hopefully people, just to let you know, we have 4 golf professionals here, and they all can help you with any part of your game. So yeah, it's really good, and it's interesting to see. I do all 5 of those, so you'll see the other 4 in the coming weeks. But all 5 of his mistakes this morning, I recognized. Something happening, Women's Golf Day. Can you talk about that?
Thanks, John. So Women's Golf Day is coming up on next Monday. We have a fun women's 9-hole scramble from 3 to 5 p.m. Monday afternoon. There is still time to sign up, so if you are interested, please register with me or online. This has been a huge hit last couple of years, and it's kind of like a spring mix or spring fun golf day for the ladies. So we have quite a few signed up, but if you're interested, and it's open to all categories of golfers, so even including the Learn to Love It, we'd love to see you out there. Yeah.
So I'll just mention the following, that on just a heads up, when you go to book your tee time next Monday, you'll find it's an 8:30 shotgun because there's a corporate event in the afternoon on June 3rd. So for June 3rd, we have a corporate event, shotgun in the morning. What do we got cooking? What do we got cooking?
Yeah, there's
in that
lots.
kitchen?
So the kitchen has been doing phenomenal with the new menu. Smash burgers and
They're so good.
Nashville chicken have been, 2 of the top items, and it was nice to see. We're getting some reports, Chelsea, Sean, and I, and seeing the member support over the first few weeks, and hot dog sales are up by about 30% over last year. And I'm just going to reference my phone because Chelsea's in touch with some of the specials for this week. Saw some great salads with the women last night for dinner, and tonight for Wednesday we have a sirloin pot roast, Thai coconut chicken curry tomorrow for honey pot, and those dining on Thursday night love the chicken curry. It's fantastic. And then we have a starred spring salad all week, penne alla vodka, and our special fish and chips feature is pickerel for this week.
Chelsea, Sean, I have a special request. Please, on Friday night, I would love chili nachos. Chili nachos. They're my favorite type of nachos. Please, put it on the menu. I can't get them anywhere in the city. We used to get them at Broadway's. They've cut it out. They have chicken on nachos. It's unnatural to put a chicken on a nacho, but chili and cheese, it goes together. Let's do it. We got some fitting days coming up.
We do. We've had an exciting last couple of weeks with some fitting days. We've already had Callaway here last week. Yesterday we had TaylorMade, and despite some of the weather earlier in the day, it was a very successful day. So we had TaylorMade here yesterday. Upcoming this week, this Friday, we have Cobra, who's going to be here. I think we still have 1 or 2 spots available to sign up. And then our big fitting day next week is we have Titleist who's going to be here. And the thing with Titleist is they're bringing 2 sales reps, so we can do twice as many fittings. So if you're interested in getting fit for some Titleist golf clubs, contact the golf shop. Space is filling up, but it's a great opportunity. Mm-hmm.
And this Saturday we have a special event, 2-person alternate shot.
Yes, a lot of fun brewing for this weekend. So it is a new event that we've put on. It is a two-person alternate shot. Any combination of two people. It could be two men, two women, a male and a female as well. And you can play anytime throughout the day. So there's no time restrictions. You can, if you have an early tee time, you can play in the morning or later in the afternoon. The draw has been made for Saturday, but there's still space to get in. And if you're interested, we just need to know in advance. We'll prepare a scorecard for you. It's modified alternate shot, which means a little less pressure off the tee because you both tee off, you pick the best shot, and then you alternate playing that ball into the hole. So it's just as simple as that. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have a lot of people signed up, and it's one of those events that I remember as a kid and playing in those. It's so much fun. Some people even call it the divorce open if you're playing with your wife. So I mean, it's still a lot of fun.
Unfortunately, my friends have seen me play, so nobody wanted to sign up with me. They know what my shots look like. Hey, we mentioned this before, but it really is exciting. The Canadian Open's coming up on May 30th, I believe. I think that's what the date is.
The Thursday, yeah.
Yeah. But we have two of our members going to the Hamilton Golf Club to compete for the national championship of the National Golf League. Oh boy, talk about that.
Yeah, just another reminder of the success our two members had when they qualified here during our regular men's league, and then they went into Quebec and won the event there. And now they've been invited to play the Hamilton Golf Club this Sunday in the finale. Both Chris Hilliard and Ryan Valley, they've already made all their traveling arrangements. They were in to see us earlier, so we got them nice Carleton team shirts, so they're going to look really, really sharp. And also, I think this is a little bit of a good fortune for them. They have a very early tee time, and these guys play every morning at 7:30 a.m. anyway, so it's going to be perfect for them. They're going to be out there fully alert, looking sharp, and hopefully bringing home the trophy.
Yeah. A win there, they go to the British Open. I think it's the following year, but boy, and we're in the National Golf League this year. All men's league members are automatically enrolled, and because our men's league is so large, we get to send 8 people to the regional finals, so that's pretty good for us. Finally, on our agenda that I have, Learn to Love It clinics. Finally? Okay, hey, it's your day.
I know, I feel bad. We got some good stuff coming from Cameron, I'm sure. So our Learn to Love It program, which is one of our intro to golf programs, first off, the success of this program has been enormous. We're fully capped. I think we're at about 60.
Yeah, we have about 53 Learn to Love It
Yeah,
members.
53.
So yeah, more clinics that we had to schedule this year. That's for sure.
I know.
Yeah.
And so those clinics for all the Learn to Love It members are starting in June. So the first clinic is June 1st and 2nd. And over those 2 days, we're running 3 clinics. So registration is available online. All Learn to Love It members are welcome to attend up to 3 clinics per year, per part of their membership allowances. So we're really excited to get these kicked off, and yeah, come and join us. If there's still space, please sign up.
And a good reminder from a similar aspect for our trial members, that we offer a good connection and game improvement as part of their first year at the club. And a reminder to our trial members, they have 2 private individual lessons included with their membership. So please get in touch with Fergus, Tyler, Nolan, or myself, and we can schedule those individual lessons on a one-on-one basis.
That's fantastic. Well, gentlemen, I think that's a lot on the agenda for this week, and we'll certainly look forward to hopefully a nice week of golf. Let the course dry out today and not too much rain. And until next week, everybody, play well.